So inside these brackets, I have to give, or rather greater than less than signs, I have to write my question. So let's say this time my question is, uh, which of these is the capital of India? And then I give my options. Now, of course, it is pointing at third is the correct option, but you can always choose the first one, for which you just have to add a cross here or an X here and remove it from here. And now you start giving the options. Let's say Delhi, next one Mumbai, Chennai, and now let's say I want to add another option. So I just write it in the same format. That's it. Now I'm going to add one last question, which I wanted to be a checkbox type question. So I click here on checkboxes, and this time it is going to give me brackets like these. Now these are basically questions which may have more than one correct answer. So let's say now my question is, again, I have to enter inside these signs. So which of these are output devices? And this time I'm going to give two correct answers and two wrong answers. So my first option, let's say, is monitor. Second option, again, I'm going to give the correct answer is printer, and for which I will have to put the X here and not here. So you can decide which of the options are correct. And here I'm going to say mouse and say keyboard. So on and so forth. You can keep adding questions to these. And this is how you can set up your quiz. Now, there are some settings that you can make. So when you click here on settings, first you may change the display name. So maybe I can call it unit quiz unit 2, anything that you want. Here the third part is maximum attempts. So here you can give the number of attempts that you're allowing for a child. If I keep it 1, then uh, the person can only attempt the quiz once. If you do not set it, it says infinite attempts are allowed. So be very careful of what value you want to specify here. Problem weight is the number of points for each problem, and if this value is not set, each response field will be worth 1 point. So if you want to kind of change it to 2 points, you will have to put 2 here. Then randomization, which is do you want to randomize the variable specified in the script? You can just leave this. Then there is this option of show answer, which says when do you want the answers to be displayed. Now, if you select here, there are a range of options. For instance, you saw finished, which is when the quiz is finished, the answers may be displayed. If you don't want that, then you can select maybe never, if you do not want the answers to be displayed ever, or maybe after past due. So depending on what you want to do, you can just select an appropriate option from here. Then it says number of times a student must attempt to answer the question before the show answer button appears. So maybe if you want to give the student a number of, a fixed number of times, and then you want to show the answers, show reset button, timer between attempts, which is when you're allowing multiple attempts. So all of these are the settings for the quiz that you can make. Once you're ready with that, just have to click on save, and you will be able to see your questions like this. So which of these is input device, which is the capital of India, which of these are output devices. All of them are available, and your quiz is actually ready. Now there is one more setting that needs to be done so that the quiz starts to appear on the progress bar of the students, which we'll see in the next.